I'm doing my informative speech on polygraph today, and this is my audience. Okay, so Gary Ridgway, also referred to as the Green River Killer, was the most prolific serial killer in the American history. He mostly targeted prostitutes, the homeless, and the runaway population, and he considered this to be his work. In 1992, Gary was charged with a prostitution charge, and he became the lead suspect in the killings. After passing a polygraph, he continued with his horrid work. Meanwhile, an innocent man spent 20 years in prison for a crime that he didn't commit, but he just failed the polygraph test. So one might wonder, are polygraphs actually accurate and reliable? There has been a lot of controversy over this, and I've done some research, and I'll inform you on the history and usage of lie detectors. In 1921, a man named John Augustus Larson, a Canadian psychologist employed by the Berkeley PD, invented a polygraph. The word polygraph literally translates to many writings. This instrument used subjects' blood pressure, pulse, and respiratory rate. So the responses during the interrogation were recorded on smoked paper. Fast forward to 1926, Leonard Keeler, also known as the father of polygraph, came up with a better and improved version of the polygraph. And then again in 1939, he added another feature commonly known as a galvanic skin response, which shows changes in the electrical resistance of skin caused by emotional stress. Over the years, the machine was introduced to many different institutions and went through many phases, and finally progressed to a computerized machine in 1992. This machine can be used by marital and family counselors, employers regarding their employees' integrity, or just citizens for private matters. However, it's heavily used in the law enforcement to assist with investigations. So the three phases include the pre-test, in-test, and post-test. During the pre-test phase, the examiner will discuss the issue being investigated with the subject, as well as constitutional rights or any questions that the subject might have, and also they will fill out our required paperwork. Following the formalities, there will be sensors attached to the subject. So right here, you can see a blood pressure cuff and a pneumograph, which there should be two, so one on the top and one on the bottom, and galvanometers, which will be attached to the fingers right here. So there's two of those. So during the in-test phase, the subject will be attached to all those sensors. And then moving on to the test phase, the questions will be broken down into 3 to 6 different parts with a minute resting period. The answers will always be yes or no. There is no room for open questions. However, there might be a same question asked, and it could be rephrased multiple ways in hopes of getting a different answer. Lastly, the results are given to the subject, and if anything suspicious shows up, they have a chance to explain. According to Clausen and Clausen attorneys, you are not required to take a polygraph in a criminal case. It's strictly voluntary, and this goes for the state of Colorado. So whether you pass or fail the test, it won't be admissible in court. However, you can choose to take the test, so it can possibly drop the charges against you. However, if you decide to go through with it and you fail it, it can be brought up in court, but not using the word polygraph. The person that took your polygraph, they could be introduced as a police officer, and they can testify against you using the things that you told in the polygraph. So in this process, I learned that the lie detector can be complex and it won't be always 100% accurate, but it could definitely be a key tool to investigations that could potentially lead you somewhere. Thank you.